Hello, 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 everyone. So I did some things this afternoon and last night. As you can see, I'm no longer level 21, I'm level 23. And that's just because I had to use 2 banked level ups and it wasn't really a choice. But a lot of things happened and I'm going to try and do my best to round them up. First off, I did a bunch of like my side quests. I also started the companions for sort of off time grinding for gold because I realized I am broke. I did do some crafting. I am now at blacksmithing 60, which means at my next level up, which I'm actually going to do now. You can see I now have arcane blacksmithing. I also grabbed cushioned, so I now take half the damage from falling. No changes in the weapons or in the in the two-handed. No changes in the archery. I still only have 1 point in archery. I did put a point into apprentice locks because we're gonna start running into apprentice locks. It's gonna make my life easier. And plus, being able to do quick hands and a wax key. Wax key you don't really need, but it's more or less for the gold touch, for adept for gold touch for 50% greater chance of finding special treasure. Nothing in pickpocketing. I did put 1 point in another point into haggling, and then I also grabbed a lure. And then nothing in destruction. Right?
Favorite the bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself.
Oh, I also I upgraded my dark bow to a superior. I also got some cork bulb arrows, which I did. I used a bunch of them to fighting dragons in my adventuring. I'm now at 10, 9, 8. I'm now at 7 dragon souls, but I fought like 4 dragons over the course of like 12 hours. 12 hours in-game time, but it felt like one right after another, because I know I killed 2 today, and then 1 just kind of spawned dropped on me, so I killed 3 today, so far. Potions, as you can see, minimal. However, I also went ahead and did the quest for Conjure Zombie, which I already have. Conjure Zombie is nice. It's going to use up more magicka than I have right now. So we're not actually going to have it equipped. But it conjures a zombie. And I returned your sword yesterday. And I think that's it. Yeah. So we are going to be doing not hired muscle. I also tried to do the in my time of need quest, but I had to go feed puppy. So we are now doing Alduin's Bane. Yesterday we pretty much spent all our time doing the main quest and doing Black Reach. If I don't beat the main game today, I am beating it tomorrow.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan, you have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Sorry about that. I had about to take off. Sorry. If we went to Box Elder Scrolls Dragon, that's how we do this.
Gormley, we're running out of time. The battle.
Dar Sulthursi Alduin Ukri. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krithvoth Akrin. Die now in vain.
He just did the door wielding attack. That was funny to me.
A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
Battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Maybe.
Why does Alduin hang back? You've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. Why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Baldur, Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrand. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldin, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Hear it now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Me, Tarudis, Ani, Him Paliv, Zuu Hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
My god, just tanked a fire.
Alderman on the wing. Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. My words with older bones than your own. Break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. We count you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished.
Worked. Did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Well, mortal, finite, temporary.
Now, and await your fate in Sovngarde. Lost Foot, you are too late, Alduin. Use Dragon Rend if you know it. Finach, my power has waxed, yours has waned.
I love that wording. Damn it, I missed again. Your power has... My power has waxed or yours has waned.
I am strong. You will pay for your defiance. Ruthwa Nidarinch.
Oh, I got a bomb again. I actually have to use my bomb. You gotta switch to not short sword, bro.
Please move, Dovahkiin. You have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Talk to Parthenax, Esbern, or whatever the fuck. I know if I go talk to Esbern, he's gonna be like, hey, go kill Parthenax for me.
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory.
Wasn't really victory since he escaped him.
Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongra victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle.
That is fair.
Alduin always was Pachlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him.
need to find out where he went.
Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies,
Fair. The Jarl might not think so.
Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need.
You're the master. Do others come here to train?
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
I forget the name, but not the current in Skyrim Emperor, but the one in Oblivion during the Oblivion Crisis. That guy, I think it's... I'm gonna check it. But he, other than us, I do believe he was the last sort of Dragonborn to come here. You meditate on the words.
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue, but as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus? Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit, Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you, Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength.
Uriel Septum was the one I was thinking of.
Yes.
And his son.
This was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, But the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkossayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. Sum Ark Mora.
Sorry, I have a snack because I'm hungry. So we gotta go Dragon's Reach. And he's gonna be like, hey, with the war going on, I can't, you know, focus here to defend my people. So I did the first two civil quests for the first two Civil War quests for the main mission today.
I fear the night, because werewolves...
I don't want to be rude. So that's why I'm
Vampires don't.
waiting.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Nope. Well, that's what I said.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city? With the threat of war on my doorstep? There must be another way. The risk is too great. Alduin, the World Eater himself.
Yep.
But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
It's only hopeless if we give in. Actually, this is more kind of fighter. Maybe so, but I plan to go down fighting.
No Nord could have said it better. I'll stand beside you, Dragonborn. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
It's the only way to find him before it's
I want
too
to
late.
help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
What if you don't have to worry about it?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Leave that to me.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war in the bargain. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
So we really have two options here. We can either be like, hey, here's Ulfric's axe, and then the Jarl will return it. However, I have never sat through the Peace Council. And it's not me being like, I never sat through it just because it's too boring. I've always done the Civil War quest by now. I usually don't touch the main quest until the Civil War stuff is done. However, I did things a little differently if you couldn't tell. think another way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna do the peace council. I'm gonna have a separate project I'm working on another screen. With chat up, obviously, and then if I need to kind of like jump in to things, I will. No. 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 Where is it telling me to go? Back and to the left? Into a wall. Wait, isn't there an up to this place? Because if, yeah, there's a way up here, and then here? Nope, this is just where I was at. Oh, there's a door. Zip? Hi, Biori. Also, a little fun fact about the game. The other Greybeards will not actually talk to you if you talk to them.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Yeah, but I mean, he kind of escaped, and I need to find where he
I feared as much.
is.
I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I mean, I have to capture the dragon.
We are not warriors.
Or I have to capture a dragon to go
What
there.
is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
Martin is the emperor I was thinking of. There's Martin Septim, and then Uriel. Which I find so funny. You have names like Uriel, races like Khajiit, and then Ariane, Arganir, and then you just have Martin.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs. I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Both sides respect the Greybeards. They will listen.
Finach has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
All the way to Ulfric. Now, if Ulfric's like, hey, you know, I'm not going to talk to you unless you return the axe, then I have to do the Civil War through Whiterun. Which isn't hard to do. It's not the easiest thing. If you've done the Imperials, you have to like defend at the gate a certain amount, and then they push through, and then you have to defend a retreat.
Staying safe, I hope.
It's not me who you have to worry about, Stormcloak. It's those Imperials. Them bitches. And then we're gonna go through here. Is it late? Which is why it's probably yeah, it's a little late in in the day, which is why we have to go upstairs.
Watch the skies, traveler.
I thought I gave you something to do. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will. I can't agree to any peace council until I know Tullius will be there. You're right. Let Tullius be the one to insult the Greybeards by refusing their summons. Show up these Imperials for the foreigners they really are. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
He, I do believe, is also the only kind of special voice actor. No, if he is copied as a voice actor, the voice actor doesn't do any other voice, which I find kind of funny.
I don't know how you convinced Ulfric to talk to the Empire. Worse than a waste of time for us.
So,
And all the way to Solitude. Solitude is actually... Wait. We have time. We're gonna do something here. So because I now have Fushroda, better armor, we're gonna try once restoring order. Dongar. I don't actually want to be doing that. I still love the little water flowy sound within the sewers. I don't know why. But we're gonna do this real quick. Hopefully it doesn't take too long.
aye.
Berend gets out of here. It ain't gonna be pretty. Real quick. I mean, also having Umbra helps. Okay, so the Elytra Nymphs are 2 shots. So they're just like the spiders. They're the drummer spiders. 1 shots with heavy attacks, 2 shots with normal strikes. The Cryptic Spriggan. We honestly should be fine. The Elytra Ichor also, if I remember the last time we did this. Yeah, it's a bug. Does... Hey, Amber. Restore Magicka. I gotta switch to Umber real quick. Hey! How was our soul gem situation looking? We got 12. We have 8 common. We have 1 filled Varla. We have 6 grand, 6 greater, 14 lesser. How many petties? We have no petties. Oh, I also got Meridia's Beacon. We're not doing that quest. So it's not important. Alright, golden arrows. Farewell, Sergeant. I'm also gonna do a hard save right here, or quick save apparently, because I know how to press buttons. Well, that's not relenting. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not me, believe it or not. It's fucking YouTube. If I knew how to fix it, believe me, I would. Also, hi Liz, I just saw your message. And bonk! Damn it. We're gonna sit back here real quick. Right? He just dealt over 200 points of damage in a single fucking hit. Okay, this is gonna be the last attempt, and then we're just gonna book it out. That was the right, Alright, so I have to take him before he uses... I'm also gonna... Alright, one more attempt. Because I might also have to drop difficulty. I'm gonna test that right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually equip Nerve Shatter. Or Never Shatter. Drop down that hard save. Damn it. Oh my goodness. Did he just fucking... No, you are not getting away. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a shout. So what I'm gonna do when I get back up to him is I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna ask to speak to his. Is it actually? Okay, it is. It's never shatter. Never shatter sounds better. Shout's almost up. Give me 50 health. Gonna wait for shout again. Once I have shout up, I will do this. Oh, fuck the archer. Archer's right there. Okay. So Archer's right there.
I'll see you burn.
I didn't mean to do that. Gotta wait for shout again. The reality and other falsehoods. We're gonna grab the madness and amber. Oh, that's a summoning stone. Hollowed stump, eh? What's in the hollowed stump? If I don't move, I should be okay. Alright. Shouts up, let's do this. Where the fuck? Yes. And we have all those summons we just got. The journals. Madness Helm of Recovery. We have a Ring of Disrobing. And the Sword of Jiggalad. Oh no. What does the Sword of Jiggalad do? Is it just a non-enchanted two-handed greatsword? It is worth a penny. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad, so I'm gonna keep it, and I'm actually gonna apply an enchantment to it. Where is it? It should be right there. Okay, so it's either fire. Do I have the fire upgrade? I don't. If you didn't know, this first enchantment right here is the fire upgrade. It upgrades fire, but Sword of Jiggalag. I'm gonna put. $14 points of fire damage on it. That almost got me a level. I'm gonna take that for the collection. If I had completed that earlier and gotten this sort of jiggle eye, I don't think I would have actually picked up Umbra. I mean, it still probably would have. Because Umbra is really my only way to heal right now. Let's also... Let's also turn the difficulty up. Or back up. But it's kind of like the Headsman's Cleaver. I could go pick the Headsman's Cleaver up to have an axe option. However, I'm never gonna use axes because I have Never Shatter, which does more damage, and I have Umbra, which heals me. So why would I pick up 2 weapons that, or why would I pick up a weapon I'm not going to really use? And this is the one I looted. Where's the Amber? Yes, it was. I do remember, because this is the first place you come out of, and that was the first one I saw. But I guess it rebuilt. So I could go that way. I want to see what's over here. The door is barred from the other side. Oh, right. If you're doing prison stuff, you go through here. Or if you're breaking out of prison, you go through here and then you pop out and around and then you pop back up after getting your gear. I am the Queen of Solitude. Alrighty, now that that's done though, you can also, by the way, if you have an ability to increase lock, or not lock picking, pickpocketing.
Saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well.
You can reverse pickpocket one of those guys, your arrows, and they will just shoot him because they are the better arrow. Because that's how the AI works.
Stay out of huh?
Make it quick. I get enough delays from politicians. The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion.
I read
intend to
Menace
do
as
just that. Dragons
nuisance.
or no dragons. Has he? I suppose he doesn't want to miss a chance to bluster about the Empire's many crimes. He's probably hoping I'll refuse so he can blame the Empire for being unreasonable. I think I'll have to disappoint him yet again. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar.
I'm his trump card.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. Can you believe it?
Yep, I can believe it. In fact, I'm going there right now. So while the peace council is going, I'm going to be looking at and working on a project. I will have eyes on you, chat. I'm looking at you, miss. I'm gonna fuck a random stranger. Ah! No, you're not. Children, if you're watching, I'm gonna mute the VOD. Just for that bit. But no, trust me, it's not. Viruses are not worth your well-being. But I didn't bully this bot, and I probably should. So hey, you fucking piece of trap bot, why don't you go beep boop in someone else's boop?
So, you've done it.
Alright, I'm
Men
gonna go
of
work on my
violence
project.
are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. You know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
I'm sitting. Oh, you have to wait for Greybeards. Okay. Alright, enjoy the Peace Council, everyone.
Why? Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that we would sit down with that Thalmor bitch. I say she walks, or we walk. I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's council, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
One moment.
Here we go.
I just want to make clear that the only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. I have no authority to negotiate a permanent settlement, unless Ulfric is ready to sue for peace and turn himself over to Imperial justice.
Master Arngir,
We're
are you
here
going
to
to just
arrange
let
a
him
temporary
continue to...
truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons. Nothing more. We consider even sitting down to talk with these rebels more than generous.
Enough posturing, Tullius. If you came to talk, let's get on with it.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? General Tullius, Jarl Ulfric, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Our terms are simple. Riften must be returned to Imperial control. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
By Talos, the stone's on this one. You're in no position to dictate terms to us, Tullius.
That's quite an opening demand, Tullius.
Ulfric, you can't be taking this demand seriously. We can hold Riften against anything the Empire can throw at it. Besides, Jarl Layla will never agree to...
I decide is in the best interests of Skyrim. Are we clear?
Yes, my lord.
Come on, Tullius. You can't seriously expect us to just hand over Riften at the negotiating table. You haven't been able to take it back yet. Why should we give it up now?
I am sure General Tullius does not expect something for nothing.
Of course not. What will you offer for Riften, Tullius? Some empty promises? Maybe some more Imperial bluster?
Enough, Galmar.
Jarl Ulfric, what would you want in return?
First, let me be clear. The Sons of Skyrim know from bitter experience that talking to the Empire is a waste of time. Or worse, Imperial promises are simply a way to lull you while they prepare a dagger for your back.
Aye, we haven't forgotten Markarth, Tullius.
But I accept the Dragonborn's invitation to this council, and I at least will negotiate in good faith. The council was your idea, huh? So tell us, what do you think Riften is worth? Yes, with Markarth in our hands, we'll be able to raid the Imperial supply lines out of Solitude. You've heard the man, Tullius. We've made you a fair offer. If you're really serious about this truce, you need to reconsider.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation to this council, despite your known association with the rebels. But it seems you have no intention of dealing fairly with me. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. You have no intention of coming to terms. You're here to blacken the Empire's name, and I won't be party to it. If you think you can hold Riften, you're as deluded as you've always been. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your pitiless agreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty, and I would be recalled.
Damn Imperial arrogance.
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for...
This is our homeland, Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. You may be fighting on the wrong side in this war. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Riften will be handed over to Imperial control. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Empire will withdraw its troops from the Reach, allowing Ulfric's forces unhindered access to Markarth. Jarl Igmund will go into exile, with Thongvor Silverblood taking his place as Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwaystone. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Now that the Empire has been driven from the Reach, we can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
This is quite an achievement, Dragonborn. And General
Is it
Tullius.
done?
Riften is ours.
Jarl
Okay.
Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan.
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here.
I didn't realize Esbern was here. Oh, and Delphine's here in Blade's armor. Oh, haha. Right, Ulfric calls out specifically to Delphine.
I'm afraid there's a problem.
Herp.
A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for terrible atrocities. It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count the passage of years. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin.
I found the
think
plot
it's very
hole.
likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Vin, winged snow hunter, as I read it. Yes?
And now we can do the raids.
I'm glad you were able to negotiate a truce, but I don't trust Ulfric. He'll break his word as
Yeah. And I'll be the one to do it. Alright, so now we have to head to White Reach. Or White Reach? Why did I combine the Reach and White Run? And now we head to Dragon's Reach. Oh, you will get what's coming to you. Yes, you will, Akaviri. Next week I'm doing a playthrough where the gear I get mostly comes from the Akaviri. Which is just a hint for later on, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the hints, you know?
The Greybeards have arranged a truce between the Stormcloaks and Imperials. How long will such a thing last?
I'm the commander of the company.
48 hours? Excuse me.
All hail the Dragonborn.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Thank you.
We're ready, Dragonborn. Just say, as I promised. My men stand ready. The great... Now that it's upon us. As I promised. My men stand ready. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my...
Absurd that you can't cook good sweet rolls in the skeever hole of a city.
No, I believe so that the honored dead live forever in Sovngarde. Also known as anyone you've killed that is a person has a chance, if they died honorably, to end up in Sovngarde. Alright, let's use Udavig.
What? Bing!
I mean, there's just a dragon over there. We're gonna grab Dragon Rand and the sword of Jigalag.
You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
Come on. No, you gotta land now.
Overkeen, here I am.
Come on.
You went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Vincir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest.
My voice is stronger.
Among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him.
Well, of course not.
Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there.
It's not gonna be
Zuulost ofan
I'm gonna be
hinlam.
honest.
Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
No.
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention.
Let me guess. You're the only one who can get me there.
Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one,
Oh,
you will
would you
never
look at
set foot
that?
in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
Your words, Dova, are laced with honey.
Indeed, or in Britro. I cannot leave here until you defeat Alduin, which you cannot do without my help.
What are you doing here? If you weren't...
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
That's kind of funny.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Read the request to meet. Thank you for your efforts to protect my realm. I believe you possess something that I am in search of, and I require before I return home. It is the artifact from the Shivering Isles that serves as a focus of Thorin's deprived rituals. Meet me beneath the Arch in Solitude.
Have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you permit me to perform some tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
Something to you sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble? Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there.
Very bad idea.
Get ready to open the trap. This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on.
Me
soldier.
too.
This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
Just in case.
Hold the book.
Was nu? Zini dein Rufe Astman. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
I'm ready. Take me to Skuldafn.
I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaisal, your envy of the Dove will only increase.
Oh, also, once we get to Skuldafn, we cannot return back here until we... Essentially, we can't. Once we hit here, we cannot return to the mortal plane until we beat Alduin. I'm very happy we'll have time to do one of the things I want to do.
This is as far as I can take you.
Dragon hunting. So there's like 4 dragons here. I'm gonna just try and run past them. Nope. Okay. We're not going to buy this one, so. I did not want that battle axe, and I am almost full in inventory. I did not empty my inventory before coming here. Whoops. Where was that battle axe? Right there. Alright, let's go. Yep, he's gone. We have a challenger.
Alduin surround me. Counsil counsil.
It's a little chilly, if you ask me.
No.
Okay, we're gonna ignore the scales and just grab the gun and gold and go. Bonk. Where's my battle music? There it is. Nope. There it is. I'm gonna need a little bit of health before going in there. Oh, sword's out. Sword up. We're taking fire! Taking fire! From where? From what? The arrows! That was the wrong shout. there's no way I will be able to get through all those guys with Umbra. I'm at full health, and I want to use Great Sword, so I'm going to switch to Jigalag. One of the answers is snake. Okay, hold up. Whale. So it's 1, 2, 3. So is it snake? Snake blink whale? Or is it snake whale? Let's try it. Okay. Oh wait, does this one have to be snake? Because it's facing that. And that might have to be whale, so it might be that. Well, that's also a bird, so it's snake, whale. Bird? I'm gonna look this up real quick. It's not that it's confusing, I just time. Okay, and it's also confusing. Skull. Dolphin. Puzzle. So this needs to be, so the whale looks left. The snake looks right. Well, I have one door open. And then oh wait, there's doy. Doy to doy. Doy doy. Oh, I actually need that door to open. What did I pick up that put me at 52? So, does that one need to be eagle? That one need to be snake, and this one need to be eagle? Hi, welcome to me being confused. Hawk, snake, hawk. Hawk, snake. Hawk. Okay, and then hawk, hawk, hawk. Let's try this one now. Let's try it this way. I might just end up reloading the room. Okay, so that one opened, that solution opens that door. So then I swap that to snake and open that one. That was more confusing than it needed to be. Make sugar lads, mates. Spiders. Be gone. I'm trying to save my Berserker Rage, by the way, for the Alduin fight. So this one needs to be what? Oh, okay, it says right there. So, whale. Hawk. And then what does this one need to be? So that one apparently doesn't change, but if it's wrong, I'm fixing it. Snake. Hey, there we go. And you can just whirlwind past it. I don't want to do that. Never shatter. Shattering bonk, shattering bonk, shattering slap. Never saw it coming. Oh, I was trying to knock him off. Is there a way up? There isn't a way up, is there, without using a bow, huh? Oh, I have the fire arrows on too, that's right. Come on. So the base damage of elemental arrows, I'm gonna be honest, isn't quite a lot. As I'm sure you fucking shit. But where all the damage is applied is in the after effect on the arrow, so the explosion. However, I'm pretty sure they're also the only arrow that if you miss, they just kind of explode. Or the elemental arrows, and you aren't able to come back up. I triggered the trap. Yeah. Wasn't gonna activate it. I am right at my weight, aren't I? Okay, no. I have another 25. Umbra. The Diamond Dragon Claw is Wolf Fly Dragon. Wolf Fly Dragon. And then Dragon. I will take the gold on both of you. what's the final word? It's storm. Or storm call. Obviously what that does is it changes the weather. Alright. I'm about to do a really challenging fight. I could also just skip the thing. Yep. That was delayed. This is actually, because I realize I'm not going to need Berserker's Rage for what I'm about. I'm going to need Berserker's Rage for what I'm about to do, not for the, I have a lot of commons all of a sudden. I have my common soul gems, because I'm out of lessers, are now being filled with common. Okay. Okay. That should have fixed that. I'm gonna need to use the function. Take a short rest. And I'm also gonna do a hard save. Because the last time I fought this guy, I was a stealth archer. Actually, I'm gonna grab a staff. Oh, if only I could wear the mask. It's sad I can't. Alright. Welcome to Sovngarde. So we need the Clear Sky Show.
Look!
There he is. We are headed right there, though.
Turn back, traveler. Terror waits within this mist. Many have braved the shadowed veil, but vain is all courage against the peril that guards the way. Near Giant's Gap, in the gloom before dawn, we marched unsuspecting into the Imperial's trap. Then we stood and fought, our shield wall defending, until by dawn's light, the Legion's ranks wavered. But I never knew if Night's End brought victory, a swift flying arrow to Sovngarde carried me.
I'm sorry, the bud.
Look!
Bye, buddy. Bye. You're gonna die, Alduin.
Look!
Do you know the way?
Yeah, follow me.
Look!
Every time I do that shot, all I can think of going is parkour.
Turn back before he finds you.
Look!
He should fear me. Gotta wait for the shout. Do ba do ba do do.
Look!
I'm gonna do another hard save here.
What brings you, Wayfarer? To wander here in Sovngarde, Soul's End. A fateful errand. No few have chafed to face the worm, since first he set his soul snare here at Sovngarde's threshold. But sure restrained our wrathful onslaught. Perhaps deep counseled your doom he foresaw.
I am his doom.
I am soon. Shield thing to shore. The whalebone bridge he bade me guard, and winnow all those souls whose heroic end sent them here to shore's lofty hall, where welcome well earned awaits those I judge fit to join that fellowship of honor. No shade are you, as usually here passes. But living, you dare the land of the dead. By what right do you request entry?
So if you have, like, if you are any of the guild or college masters, or if you're any of the guild leaders or the headmaster of the college, you can go, I'm the leader of the Order or the Thieves Guild.
Ah.
But I didn't do those.
It's been too long since last I faced a doom-driven hero of the Dragonland. Living or dead, by decree of shore, none may pass this perilous bridge till I judge them worthy by the warrior's test.
Alright. That was easy.
You fought well.
So we cannot wait in Sovngarde. So also I love the fact that just the bridge is a fucking spine. That's metal. Alright, and we go. We're probably gonna get a level up while fighting Alduin. And Alduin's gonna be using his ice breath against us.
Welcome, Dragonborn. Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here. By Shore's command, we sheathed our blades, and ventured not the Vale's dark mist. But three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe. Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hecon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim.
Alright, we are gonna quite literally just skip their dialogue.
At long last, Alduin's doom is now ours to seal.
Hold, comrades.
Seek ye food or
Is
song
more than
unending?
a snare.
Fighting, drinking,
Its shadowy
fellowship
gloom
and
is
boasting?
the shield and
Find
cloak.
welcome here. Feldir speaks wisdom. The World Eater, coward, fears you, Dragonborn.
To battle, my friends! The field will echo with the clamor
There we
of
go.
war, our wills undaunted.
Yes, that's an actual thing, by the way. That is actually how you skip. That is the best way to skip dialogue. You just sprint into them. Also, they're all using ancient Nord weapons. And then there's me. How many fire arrows do I have left? I have 2. So, we're not going to need the arrows. We gotta clear this guys up.
The eyes of shore.
Look!
He's using the ancient Nord greatsword. She's using.
Cannot fight the foe in this mist.
Clear skies!
Look!
Again!
We can shatter his power if we shout together. Look!
Listen, guys, through the power of friendship, we can beat Alduin. I think this is the last time we have to clear
Does
it.
his strength have no end? Is our struggle in vain?
Stand fast! His strength is failing! Once more and his might will be broken!
One more time, and the World Eater must face us. Look!
Dragon Rend! Doing the Call of Duty dance.
Endless wait gives way to battle. No escape this time, Valvar.
They all just shouted at. They all just shouted at him. Is he using fire breath? There it is. I tagged him. We're gonna switch to Never Shatter and actually make that level up to increase our health. Anything for 70 points? Yes, sweet. And that's
will sing of this battle in Shore's Hall forever. But your fate lies elsewhere. When you have completed your count of days, I may welcome you again with glad friendship and bid you join the blessed feasting.
All hail the Dragonborn! Hail him with great praise!
When you are ready to rejoin the living,
Look at my
bid me
man's
so,
chest.
and I
He
will
does.
send you back.
He does chest day every day.
Return now to Nurn, with this rich boon from Shore, my lord. A shout to bring a hero from Sovngarde in your hour of need.
Hero, Call of Valor. Champion, Call of Valor. But yes, that is technically the end of the Skyrim main story. It took us a while to get here, but we did it. Yeah, so I think now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do,
Sarot Fur Kanaran.
what was I saying? But we are now gonna go do DLC. And I'm also gonna have kind of like the last conversation. That one kind of looks like Odavik.
So, it is done. Alduin Dilon, the eldest, is no more. He who came before all others, and has always been. Happy? No, I am not happy. Zeh mahi lost ondur bormahu. Alduin was once the crown of our father Akatosh's creation. You did what was necessary. Alduin had flown far from the path of right action in his Pachlok, in the arrogance of his power. But I cannot celebrate his fall. Zutiraz Ach. He was my brother once. This world will never be the same. Indeed.
Sorry.
You saw more clearly than I. Certainly more clearly than Alduin. Roch Funta Koral. Perhaps now you have some insight into the forces that shape the Benesitid, the currents of time. Perhaps you begin to see the world as a Dova. But I forget myself. Crosis, Solos Midfadon. Melancholy is an easy trap for a Dova to fall into. You have won a mighty victory, Shahroch Kondrach. One that will echo through all the ages of this world for those who have eyes to see. Savor your triumph, Dovahkiin. This is not the last of what you will write upon the currents of time.
I'll be back. I am being summoned by a puppy.
Goran, I feel younger than I have in age.
Because we're doing Dawnguard, I am heading to the Riften Stables to do Dawnguard, so we can just run basically straight to where it's telling me to. Let me actually sell some things.
Take my head.
But yeah, now all the guards here are Imperials because of the council. There's an Imperial. Why does the ground always shake when I enter here?
I've never seen the old this upset about anything.
Someone do something! You need to do better than that. I've had enough of you.
I'm not getting in the way. I'm gonna speed time up though. May he rest in peace. And now we wait 12 hours in game.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning.
What are you doing that for? Gems, potions, exotic
You gonna
ingredients?
buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Sorry, I'm responding to someone really quick.
Rarest porcelain in the highest quality in Skyrim.
See for yourself.
Alright, so let's sell the ancient arrows. I have that enchantment. You still have the Staff of Hagsrath? Okay. We're gonna grab that ebony ingot. If you don't know why, I will show you in just a moment. So...
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I
Hey, I bought your ebony. So, Nordic weapons and armor require an ebony ingot. They also require a steel. They actually mostly require steel, but they require quicksilver, ebony. I'm pretty sure at home I have all the armor, so I don't actually need to make any more.
Exotic ingredients.
And I'm still okay on arrows, so I'm not going to make anything right now.
Come to see... Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Ooh, orc-scaled boots. If I was doing a light armor playthrough, maybe. But that's next week. Actually, no, that's in 3 weeks. And even then, I'm not... For that playthrough, I'm not going above leather. Anyway, can you take that bow? And the iron arrows and the steel arrows? And I know the Madness helmets are unique. I do not care.
If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
I actually need to go down this way. Oh, I rode that. I rode that dragon like it was a horse. You know what I'm saying? You know, take me down that old town road. I'm gonna ride like I can't no more.
Welcome. Take a look.
Take my horse down the town road. I'm gonna ride like I can't no more. Alright, we're gonna grab that petty soul gem. The two lessers. Alright. Nope, not books. Alright. We're gonna sell the robes, the helmet, the boots, the robe, the ring of disrobing, which I know no matter how funny a ring that does that is, I don't need it. Potions, all of them. In my opinion, we aren't gonna need it for Harkin. So there's no reason to pick them up. And it's a little late to start doing alchemy. So there's no point to keep all of the like mortis flesh and stuff like that. I wanted those. I thought I had already used them. So, having those guys as like additional backup is gonna be pretty good. It might have me start into Magicka. Oh, they're not all that expensive for add up spells. Cause like that's Conjure Zombie is more expensive. I do have the extra skill point, so I could actually reduce Conjure Zombie down to 47. Oh, I also prayed at the Shrine in Talos and got my disease cured yesterday. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be doing conjuration for a little bit as like an off spec thing. But you can see like it's 47 and then 66.
Welcome to the Pond Pro. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Alright, now we're gonna do an inventory dump. I'm about to go get the crossbow, so I'm actually gonna go store all my arrows and the bow. So there really is no point in me going, I'm gonna keep buying arrows, because I'm gonna essentially get rid of them. I'm gonna bankrupt this man first. Before going here. Hey, speech 48. And I'm not getting the speech buff from Allure on him. I'm pretty sure the only general store that this speech buff will work on is fuck, where is it? Well, my brain cannot think, I'm sorry. In solitude. There we go. Now you can stop filling up my common soul gems. Let me actually sell the arrows. Just all of them. Because I'm gonna go pick up a crossbow and, Ariel's bow.
Until next time.
So if I need a bow, I can use Ariel's, or I could use, the crossbow we get. Which really, crossbows in this game are not bad. Like if you're spec'd into bows in the bow tree, they're pretty good. Alright. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride like I can't no more.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
Note from Maven. Ooh, Maven not happy. There's just a horse over here? I never knew that was there.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say?
Horses and horse-drawn carriages are common means of transportation. Both can handle the harsh terrain with ease.
Word is spreading like...
Yes, uncle. Okay, touchy. I didn't see you. If this stream ever gets demonetized, you know why, by the way. Alright, all the way around Ripton we go. So... fighting the vampires will be very interesting because I don't have any silver weapons. I thought about... Okay. I did think about going and doing at least up to where you get the silver greatsword. But I decided against it just because I wasn't going to have time to do it today. Unless I skipped making food. And I wanted to eat. If you ever want to do something fun, by the way, while we're running, I guess we can kind of talk about this. And it's your first kind of playthrough of Skyrim, go do all the guilds first. Why is there just a dead person with a coin purse? Huh? What's up here? Bandits! Well, that was easy. Hey, buddy. Have you ever heard someone shout at you?
Can't wait to count out your coin. What you want?
Later. That's why I did that. Alright, so where we want to go is up here. Right there. I thought about becoming a vampire. However, there's some limitations that I would have to abide by. Like, I really would be able to travel by night, and I wouldn't gain the vampire spells that I want. Well, I would be able to, but I wouldn't be able to use it, like, drain blood. I wouldn't be able to use drain blood because I'm not a vampire. Or
hey,
because...
You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is, this had never been anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess.
Anyway. Liz, what was I saying? Oh, vampire stuff. Never mind.
You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. Sure, he'll take me. I hope so.
Fort Dawnguard.
Fort Dawnguard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
Hey, mate, there's a lot of things that are bigger than you expect, okay? Yeah, we're gonna be getting a crossbow here soon. They're fun. Another. Little high. Is he not gonna shoot at me? Because I'm just standing where he shot? Where he's shooting? That's kinda cool. A little to the left.
I guess this is it. Wish me luck.
Luck wish.
Here to join the Dawn Guard? Good. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
But yeah, Dawn Guard is one of my favorite DLCs that I've ever played.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
I'm here to join the Dawn
Got a fire
Guard.
in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
What can I do
I
to
need
heal?
someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was in the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires are looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt.
I'm looking for a work table.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen.
I'm gonna be honest, he ain't avenging anyone.
That's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our days...
Isran found something for you to do, eh? I thought he'd like you. Good luck.
I'm gonna go talk to Derek. If I can find him. Derek!
What do you look? I lost. It's good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawn Guard exists.
I've given up everything. What have you sacrificed? Looking head ass. Alright, so we have to go to Dim Hollow, which is right here. My closest waypoint is Ustengrav. But instead of going to Ustengrav, we're gonna go to Whiterun. They didn't give me a crossbow like I thought. But we're gonna store our arrows. Weapons used by the Dawn Guard. Yeah, we're gonna go store the dark bow and go pick up a crossbow. The wilds of Skyrim were teeming with deer and elk. They are docile creatures, but serve as food for much of the Providence more savage beasts. I'm so happy that I grabbed the dragon, the insulated, my armor right now. I don't know what to call it, so we're just calling it my armor. I'm so happy I got it when I did. So as you can see, there's the Nordic shield, the helmet. Is that all I have? Oh, I also have the boots and gauntlets. I don't have the chest. Okay. No, don't equip that. We're gonna keep the bolts. We're gonna charge Umbra here in a sec. But I'm Sheogorath shaped Ember, or Sheogorath shaped. We're gonna go ahead and common into Umbra. And then we're gonna wait 5 hours. And then we're gonna go sell
If you see anything you like.
or buy a crossbow.
Hello, friend. Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
And some bolts. Nah. Ooh. It's 1,000. It's almost 50. Or it's 1,500 gold. So no, that one's 11. Maybe. What about the silver? It's 13. So I think Imperial is the cheapest, which is fine. 455, not awful. What do you have in the apparel section? Oh, heavy armor, or light and heavy armor. Yeah, sure. I'll
Thank you
also
very
buy a
much for
lockpick.
your business. Hagraven or Horker, it matters not. We've got the arrows to fell any game.
And now we're gonna go to. Ooh, I'm gonna actually upgrade my gear. I'm gonna do all the prep I need for today and for the rest of today and tomorrow now.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy.
Oh, I'm missing
More inside.
one dragon bone, but as you can see now, my armor rating is 300.
There's a nip in the air. Oh, good for my... I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city
Get out of my
walls.
house.
Nimriel takes good care of things.
I hate that that happens. It is very much a bug
What do you need, my thing?
that they come in. Why do I have 6 Horker meat? I don't know. There's just weird random things in the chest. Dragon bones. I should also be able to upgrade Umbra now too, because Umbra counts as an ebony sword, or ebony for the purposes of
I don't claim
upgrades.
to be the best blacksmith. Jorland Greymane's got that on him. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
Yep.
Have you met my father?
And so does this sort of
He's a steward
jiggle-lag.
up at Dragon's Root. I help my father more.
As you can tell, by the way, I'm not really worried about
Than people realize.
damage and armor today. Just because I know I can output damage because I can defeat Alduin in like 5 hits. Oh, I also discovered that I can make the Indiri set, or Endoral set. which looks nice. It looks to be on par with my current dragon armor. Sure. Ordinator shield. And I can also make the silver, which looks to be also on par. Let me check. I mean, without the materials, I won't know. But it looks to be on par.
If you're looking
and I'm just letting you know, if I don't complete this run by Thursday, on Monday we're just gonna go ahead and start with Arthur anyway. Because next week we are starting King Arthur. Friday I have Friday kind of blocked out to work on the project. And then, yeah. Because now I know how to do this run 100% without any weapons and armors. Because that's what this character and my first test character were all about. Or can I do this without weapons and armor? And the answer, or with only DLC weapons and armor, and the answer is yes. And the other version of this build, which is heavy armor, but is heavy armor but magic,
or die well.
is actually really good. Because a lot of the people you fight don't have magic resistance, and the elemental flail, bolt, burst, and whatever the other one is. All those spells count as fire, but they don't count against fire resistance. Well, what's going on here? No idea. May the horse go to Sovngarde. He was a noble steed. Come on. We're now Skyrim rock climbing. Just because I'm too lazy to go try and find the road. And we should almost be there. Hey, look! The road! We can clear this place fairly easily on our own. The Talon whoever the fuck that was supposed to meet me here.
Vigilance never knew. To give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well there. Jedon and Bresov were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserve what they got. Their arrogance will be coming to supper.
There's one. I know I'm not a sneak build. But I'm just gonna double check real quick. I'm still on adept, right? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this is the guy we nailed. Oh! I only saw the spell there. I did not mean to take her sword. I usually struggle there, I will admit. Or at least the first time I did this, I struggled there. Damn, he was able to take out a master vampire. Impressive, impressive. Alright, where's the lever for this again? Isn't it down? Down here. I really cannot remember. No, that's not it. Just a bunch of ruined books in there. Hello? Way to open door? Hello? Yeah, I'm looking this up again. Where am I at again? Hollow Crypt. So I'm looking for a tower. Oh, right here. I'm blind. Or they're sort of gleaming. Oh, I see it is opened up. We're gonna take that money. But yeah, crossbows on average do more damage. I think the base crossbow does more damage than the elven bow, if I remember correctly. Thank you, skeleton.
Let's finish this.
Ooh. And I only said that because there were eyes and I was not expecting them. Hey, a lever. Pull the lever, crunk. Ooh, wrong weapon. But the fact there are Draugr here and they're already dead tells me that the vampires weren't already obvious. I was beaten here by the vampires. Stamina absorb. I will take that. Destruction increase. I will also take that. Let me go ahead and I'm not going to enchant it yet. Once I'm able to get that, I will. Being able to increase its damage from that's not what I wanted.
Thought I heard something.
Sanguine Vampirus. I have to use the cure now because I'm not going to be doing vampirism. I thought another thing I was going to do is do the companions until I was able to wild out. But again, may not. Okay. And the reason why it's ideal to become a werewolf is because you can avoid the vampire debuffs. But doing the Dawnguard quest will grant you all the weapons and armor from the DLC. It's the intended way to play it. Damn it, I missed.
I'll kill you.
Something I really wish you could do in this game is a salvage system. I really do wish there was a salvage system so you could be like, hey, I'm gonna... If you got like an orcish sword, you could salvage it for an orcish ingot. And depending on your blacksmithing skill, you have a higher chance to get one or more. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and use that potion of cure disease. Because I don't want to become a vampire. Not today. I like how the big spider that dropped was considered a wounded vampire. Not a wounded vampire, a wounded frostbite.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you found here.
We're gonna conjure a golden saint, actually.
What was that?
And let the saint do a bunch of the work. I'm curious, how much conjuration XP did I get me? It got me so much. Go team!
Chip mess with me.
Go team! I need you to stay right there. I don't trust these gargoyles. I kind of forget if they come to life here. I know there are some that will come to life. I just forget which ones. I wonder what the... Alright, now we got a little puzzle. Puzzle is simple. Figure out how to fill up the whole thing. with an Elder Scroll.
Who sent you here? I was expecting someone like me, at least. Can't you tell just from looking at me? A vampire. Not fond of vampires, are they? Well, look. Kill me, you've killed one vampire. But if people are after me, there's something bigger going on. I can help you find out what that is.
Oh, what is that?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Serana.
Why don't you keep your things and I'll keep mine? Yes, it is. And it's mine.
Okay.
It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
Let's go. Versus the sword of Jiggalao. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. Alright, let's go. We're coming in the way we came out. We're going out this way. Come on.
I'm starting to worry.
Is the quest just find a way out right now? Oh, it's leads Serana home. Did my visual settings get reset? Or is this place just really freaking dark? Bone, buddy. The answer is this place is just really dark, by the way. Skeletons for you. But hey, that did open the exit, so.
Something's not right here. Be careful. I think we may be in for some trouble.
I can hear the trouble. That's not a skeleton! Warning you. Got a screamer! had the chance. Where's the wood? Is it over here? No. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. And because this is a DLC area, I do. This one, it's drain vitality. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. And we're out.
It's so good to breathe again. Even in this weather, it's better than the cave.
So she set off a solitude. Ma'am, that's a little bit off of solitude. Well, we have to meet someone under the bridge, so we're gonna go do the bridge. Moving while holding down the attack results in a power attack. It's a directional power attack specifically. Ugh.
I welcome you. Take a look.
You now sell dark arrows. Yay. That is good to know that he goes. That
Take
he
a
has
look.
those. Cause I was running low. Well, I'm running low on DLC arrows in general. So knowing I can pick some up here is nice. I am selling you things.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Under the arch, so under here. Wait, hold on. Oh, over this way. 'Cause this is the arch. So she would be like right here. Is she over here? Report on Atronaut Forge experiments. Huh. Summoning a golden saint is amber and emerald. Okay, so they will attack if you just straight up summon them. And I already have all of that. Mammoth cheese.
Make it quick. Hmm? Indeed. Very well. Here, take this for your troubles. It would seem so.
By the way, in case you were curious, she is Asia Moore, but she does give us Stadia's helmet. Increase your stamina by 70 points. However, it is a downgrade. Bye, Liz! Alright.
In the ancient tongue, you are Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that makes me Dragonborn, being able to do that.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me... Need something? Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
But what do you have that constitutes treasure? I don't see anything. I thought that said silver, and I was about to be sad if I sold that. If it was silver, but it's not. So I am not sad. I am sad though that this person does not have any what am I thinking of? Ebony. Wait, hold on. What did I sell you before the commons? Nothing, okay. Thought I sold the commons.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
I'm happy to know I can clear her out. And sell all my stuff and and still make a profit. That is good for me to know. It is 5 o'clock. Got about an hour. I just bopped the mic.
Whatever you need. My smear, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it.
I forgot to upgrade that before we left.
It's not too far now. I think I'll hang on to my things, thank you.
It's not too far now, just, you know, on the other side of the map. I think I might actually have to call it here, because the brain. The brain is shot. I'm not gonna lie. We're going there, by the way. Roughly. What I might do is off screen I might continue the Civil War and Companions. And also do the whatchamacallit. There's a thing I am missing to do that I know I'm missing. I might also do this DLC off screen. So that way Thursday we can come in and I can start the Solstheim DLC. And I will say also Arthur is going to take a lot less time. Because I think day one I'm going to do my favorite strat. Other than siding with the Imperials. What you do is you side... At the beginning you side with the Imperials, then you just go ahead and jam through the Imperial storyline. To get some things, and because I'm able to use potions in that run. Or potions on that character. I will. But just straightforward. Let me just do that real quick.
Hey, so before we go in there, I wanted to thank you for. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Open the gate! I watched the gate. Ain't much else to tell.
I like how this is a vampire hold. And he's not a vampire. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stream. I think I gotta take care of Puppy. Gotta do some things. That I just forgot to do.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eye. My lord, everyone! Serana has returned!
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll?
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course.
She has
the scroll. My daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
I'm Blue.
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are. Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. I was about to suggest that very thing. Yes, you must certainly deserve a reward. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again. Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice. So be it. You are prey, like all mortals.
I'm gonna try something.
I banish you.
Aw. I thought you could attack. But let's one-man army this shit. Charge! Never mind. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I have some things I need to take care of. I will be back tomorrow with some more Skyrim. I might be doing this. They're completing Dawnguard DLC. It shouldn't take me anymore. Sorry about that. I'll be continuing this tomorrow. And then Monday next week we start Earther. Excited for that. Alright, I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.